wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
MC, Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhower's. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking realistic.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And you look at this Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And This throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Hunt is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, Goff. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and touchdown! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Bucs' 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, Amari Cooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers 38, Saints nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Play action. It's gone toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We're good. We're good.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime
Final
here
adjustments
with the
being
visiting
made for the
Buccaneers
second
out
half.
on top.
Whether they'll amount to much in the game,
it's
already pretty well decided.
Coachman,
Well, that's
in
another
our
question.
Sports
Nevertheless,
halftime report.
let's get
Take
you back
it away,
out
Coach.
to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Saints first down.